my earliest big soundtracks that really caught my attention as a kid, and this was way before I was ever thinking about working in movies or anything, but I guess I always was interested in sound stuff. Star Wars movies, of course, were huge for me as a kid, as well as Raiders of the Lost Ark. And when I was in high school, I was DJing, and so I had all this equipment that I owned. And I remember one point I invited a whole bunch of friends over and I set up all my equipment and we watched all three of the original Star Wars movies with this giant PA system that I had to just rock the room. And that kind of triggered something maybe of just how big of an impact the sound can make when it's played properly and done right in a movie. I didn't get that then, but it definitely had an effect on me. And then as I grew and I got interested in understanding more and diving in more with movies, of course, then I was really into Scorsese and Coppola and Hitchcock and Orson Welles and Clint Eastwood and the big guys that influenced a lot of people. When I was starting out, Gary Rydstrom pops to mind, who did so much great work with Spielberg, who I ended up being able to work with, which was awesome. Like I mentioned, Dane Davis, who did The Matrix. I thought that was really a milestone movie in many ways. What's interesting is that I had the opportunity to do the Atmos remix of all of the three Matrix movies. And so I really got to do a deep dive into those movies. And when you go and you check that out and you compare that to what else was happening in that time frame at that time, those guys were doing some amazing work. I mean, it took years for others to catch up to that.